this expectation or the idea that there is some kind of finish line, that once I see, or once I'm awakened, or once I get it, everything is going to look differently, in a way that life is going to become easy, light, no problems, no stress, no conditioning. Everything is just going to be amazing. The tricky thing is that, yeah, once it's seen, there is that sense of lightness, of that shedding or something opening up. But that is just the stage. It's let's call it a honeymoon phase. And in honeymoon phase, everything seems light. Everything seems okay. Everything is fresh and new and exciting. But it passes. So the honeymoon phase is not what awakening is. It's just a beginning. Awakening is not an event. It starts with an event. It may be an event, but not for everyone. Mostly it's a gradual thing. Belief after belief starts dropping away, and then what's left is everyday life, really. So when the mind has this idea that awakening should look this way, I should feel this way, and then the reality of everyday life shows that no, it's not like that, then there may be a struggle here because of all these stories on the internet, in books, everywhere, people talking about how amazing it is, how free it is, how wonderful it feels. Yes, for a little bit, and maybe for a longer time. But it keeps coming up, expanding, contracting, expanding, contracting. There is no done forever, happy ever after. There's no such a thing. There are waves. Everything breathes. Everything breathes. There's expansion, there's contraction. There's expansion, there's contraction. And then contraction is not the cause for expansion. And the expansion is not the cause for contraction. It's one movement. Life flows. Things happen. The awakening is not that this stops happening as it's imagined by the mind. It's that this is okay. This becomes okay. The fight starts to lessen. But it's a process. It's not one insight and happy ever after. That insight opens something up. See, when this energy or life or events, situations keep coming and going, there's something else here. And that something else is not here where it's coming and going. It's the backdrop. It's the beingness. It's the recognition of that silence or spaciousness where everything goes. So that shift from thinking I am here to seeing that I am here, that shift is awakening. And that shift is not one-time event, it's constant. Every moment is an invitation to come back into this. And then the mind will come in with all these stories again and grabs attention, and that's why it's so confusing. Why is this still happening? But that's how it is, that movement. Recognition is coming back to beingness, coming back to here now. As simple as that, here now. What is here now? So when the mind creates that story about this line that has to be crossed, and then everything is going to be wonderful after that, this is also here to be seen as another belief, another expectation, another thing that is obstructing relaxing into presence of the now. And that can be problematic because if we believe that there is something out there that is going to shift life for happy ever after kind of honeymoon experience, it's never going to happen, because all of this is waiting to be included, waiting to be allowed, and waiting to be acknowledged and validated. So in a way, that seeking for happy ever after is denial of what is here now. And not every day is pleasant, not every experience is feeling good or wonderful, and that's okay, but that's what life is showing up as in that moment. That's how it is. So it's a very interesting dynamics, because beingness is always here. It's not something to get to, it's not something to become, because it's already here. It's to be noticed. And then from that place, everything is seen differently. That's the shift. Because if I am in this identification where I think I am this human or person who is seeking for life to change, and I'm seeing from this from this view, completely engrossed in the story, that view creates all kinds of emotions and discontentment and resistance, because it's not what I want to see. I want to see something else. But if that view is seen as just another arising, and there is a possibility and ability to look from presence, from here now, just noticing what is here, that relationship with life or with situation starts to collapse, starts to clear itself out. There is more space for that, for the movement, for the tensions and expansions to come and go. Because when you are seeing it from being, it's all okay. There's nothing wrong. There has never been anything wrong. It's just stuff that is flowing freely through this knowing, through. And then there is nothing to look for anymore, because what you need is already here. Everything's already here. So all this starts to loosen up, becomes porous, and it doesn't hold anymore. And maybe when the stories come in and grab attention, and it seems like I'm stuck, or I'm this identity I cannot let go, there is something to do, it lasts less time. It can be seen quicker. So in a way, it's a very gradual process of recognizing freshly over and over again what's going on. And that stillness is available now. It doesn't disappear. It's what holds it all together. So that stillness or that openness or the spaciousness or whatever words, knowing, awareness, consciousness, beingness, existence, there are many words that point to the same. But that is not asleep. That has never been asleep. It's not what awakening is. This doesn't awaken. You can notice and experience that there is alertness, there is wakeness, there is receptivity, sensitivity, noticing, observing, knowing what's going on here. That doesn't sleep. That doesn't awaken, because it's already fully awake. And this bundle of thoughts, identities, imagined characters also doesn't awaken. The awakening is in between, from identifying with this to dropping into presence. This bundle, it's always described as a bundle, but when you start looking, what is that? It's just thoughts, emotions, behaviors, conditioning, stories. There's no bundle. There's nothing that holds it together. But it flows. It keeps flowing very fast. Rapids. Life's rapids. So this doesn't awaken. And that is already awake. There's nothing to wait, but to recognize now what is true in experience, what is already here. And there is no done. There is no finish. Everything continues. The only question then is, where are you looking from? In other words, what is looking? What is looking? Is that the person looking? This identity looking? Is it just seeing what is here? So my invitation to you today is to explore, to see where you are looking from, and what are you seeing? Are you seeing that there is some kind of waiting for some kind of event to happen? Or there is recognition that what is here is already free.